This is Miguel with In Plain Sight Security and Readiness. Just wanted to do an intro video to the channel. If you're watching, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, Actually, first video ever posted on YouTube, so a little proud about that. A little bit about myself. I am a single dad, father of two. Been in the security business probably for the past, I'd have to say, close to 17 years. And I've done pretty much all aspects of security except for overseas contracting in a theater of war. From your low end in apartment complex, gangland, to corporate setting, to events, to executive protection, where you're out there and you're mapping routes, you're doing advances at locations, you're close proximity with the principal, you work very closely with their assistant, know their schedule, and pretty much got a whole day planned out, and usually work with a team. And also veteran, was in the Marine Corps for 4 years before all the war started happening out there. And the Marines, I was infantry related MOS. I was all 311, but most of my 4 years I was there as in the Marine Corps Security Forces, or pretty much, if you don't know about the Marine Corps Security Forces, pretty much they guard like the embassies, strategic weapons, president, the Marines guarding the president, security forces, Marines at the embassies, security forces, pretty much almost anything of importance to the United States or they're guarding. So did that for 4 years. Within the past, I would say probably 7 years, I got into the whole readiness, survivalism, prepping, whichever way you want to call it. Been more of a hobby for me than anything. But I think I took a lot of it because of being in the security field so long. You're always on the alert. You're very observant. You're doing your best to always be ready for whatever situations happen. So it's only natural that I went into the whole readiness field and started looking into it. So about in plain sight security and readiness. Well, I just like a lot of people in the readiness and security field. We all have our own styles. We all have our own beliefs, and we all, have our own way of approaching things. Me in particular, I know I have the whole tactical get up going right now, but normally I'm not dressed like this. It's more for introduction of the video. I believe in pretty much hiding in plain sight, not highlighting yourself, blending in with the crowd, not showing off. I'm not the type of guy that tells a whole bunch of people, hey, I got this new phone, or I got this new gun, or I got this blah blah, type thing out there. If you were to see me on the street, you wouldn't think anything of me. I would look like some normal dad out there yelling at his kids. For my style, I think that's the way it should be. Because if you can hide in plain sight and be off the radar, then more than likely things aren't going to happen to you. You're not going to draw any attention to yourself. Not too many threats are going to get approached to you. If you're on your guard, you're on your guard. And, once you commit to being that certain way of life where you choose not to be the victim, you choose to be ready at all times, then it comes natural to you, And part of that, is committing to being that way and also having the right mindset and training, learning, and always learning something new, and studying your skill trait. You know, I see a lot of you know people in the same field. They're totally different. Well, a lot of people want to be the whole tactical. Everyone wants to let wear little shirts that say love with all the weapons on it and stuff like that. And pretty much you're just screaming, hey, I got guns. So one thing I've learned out there, when you think you're a badass, there's always someone out there who's a lot more badder than you are. Always. You can't always be the biggest fish. Uh, and hey, if that's how they want to be, that's how they want to be. Me, not necessarily the style I tend to lean towards. It's already bad enough for me. I'm a 6'1", 270-pound person. You know, I draw attention, and naturally I'm intimidating, so I don't really get messed with too much. But even then, I don't draw any attention to me, and I think that's very important. Part of my readiness plan. Also, ever since becoming a father, the last thing you want to do is have something happen and you not be able to protect your kids. And I think that's where a lot of people go into the readiness game, is so that they can protect their families and protect their kids, protect their loved ones, so that when the time comes, they're ready. And that's what it's all about for me. And that's why, I started up this YouTube channel, is to educate people, and if need be, train and give whatever I can for people to who need the information, who are lacking the confidence or lacking the knowledge to dive into this field and see that you don't have to go with the typical I guess best word I can say, stereotypes. Everyone, they look at survivalism and prepping and readiness as like the show Doomsday Preppers on National Geographic Channel, which was an awesome show. I used to watch all the time. It was great. But, we're not all like that. Not everyone's paranoid. I do sleep. I don't lose any sleep. I do take my kids to amusement parks. I do everything like normal. But at the same time, I'm ready. I'm not going to be the victim. I'm not. I mean, if you're going to get me, I'm not going to know what's coming. And even then, if there's any fight in me left, you're going to know. So, and then also, the security field. There's a lot of people out there, they think in the security field, all you are this guy working for Pinkerton, sitting behind a counter, playing on your phone, watching DVDs and stuff like that. Boring, typical, what you see out there. But, there's a lot of different stuff out there in the security field. There's opportunities out there. It's just, you just got to go out there and find them. But also, don't expect to like jump into it and then expect, like some of these bigger companies like Triple Canopy, Dynacore, Blackwater, and they're just going to pick you up and bring you to Iraq because you got your security license here in the States. It doesn't work that way. So, but, if you're looking to learn, you want information, go ahead and just comment below. I'm sure I'm going to get some negative feedback on some of the stuff I said and my beliefs, but still gonna post videos, but like I said, comment. I'll make videos on other topics you want to hear about more in depth. I do plan on making a few more videos about executive protection, doing armed security, what to expect. You'll see a lot on survivalism and readiness. A lot of classes on how to hide in plain sight and whatnot. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to hear my opinion about. And I'll go ahead and do that. But until then, just, always be ready out there for becoming threat, and I'll see you soon.